Hello, this is Nick Biondo, L16 owner, and here's my L16 and my newly designed dual drive USB Type-C Sandisk wrist holder. This is my new cuff holder, and I purchased it on the recommendation of member Jenny Fraser, and I'm very glad I did. Everything works just well, and previously I had my dual drive USB Type-C drive connected to my L16 strap, the one that came in the box. So now that I'm using the cuff, I had to adapt my wrist strap to hold my drive, because I like to have my drive with me at all times. Unless I'm on vacation, then I'll leave it in the room. But this brief illustration is basically for L16 users who generally keep their strap on their camera and do not constantly take the strap on and off, which the cup enables you to do. But this is intended for people who like to keep their strap on their camera most of the time. So here's the cuff, and this was the drive that I'm talking about. Member Jeff Ong recommended it, and I'm very pleased that I made the purchase. I intend to use it once video is available. That's why I need the 256 gigabyte. So here's my L16 and my cuff strap, and toward the camera you'll see the actual container of the drive in itself. Go to the next image and you'll see the holder of the drive, which is the bulge on the bottom, has no effect on the feeling or the use of the strap as designed. The next step is you take the cocoon, I call it, and you slip your drive right out of the cocoon, and you'll see that it's ready to use. I don't have the string attached to it as I did in my previous design, but I'm going to put a little hook on the end so I can hook it to various places on my camera once I have it out, so I don't drop it on a bus or drop it on a train or trekking somewhere. But this is where it comes from, right at the edge of the cuff. Now here's the reverse side of the cuff, which is actually showing you the locking mechanism, which is really fantastic, and it can hold up to 200 pounds. As you can see, the red circle, the locking key, is in place, and it has been clicked in place as the cuff is designed. It's just that the balloon, which I'm using as a cocoon, enables the lock of the cuff to operate properly, and it doesn't impede it. But when you want to pull this out after you click it in place, it is a bit of an ordeal. That's why I say this method is good for people who like to keep their strap on the L16. And here's a closer view. You can see it actually clicks in place, the locking mechanism, into the holder of the cuff. Now here's the balloon. Actually, you can see the form of the balloon right here. It's a black balloon, and this is how I made my cocoon to hold my drive. And when I'm ready to put it back in, I just slip in the locking mechanism of the cuff, as you can see with my thumb, and I'm set to go. So here's the parts required. It's just a balloon about 4 inches with a neck of about 1 3/4 inch long, and the width of the balloon should be more or less near the strap of the cuff, or just a little bit smaller, as you can see toward the top here. And here's all the parts involved. You have your drive, you have the cuff connection mechanism, locking device, you have the balloon, and the key, the cuff key, which locks your camera to the cuff. And it works very well, and I'm very happy with it, and I know I have my drive with me, and I'm not going to lose it anywhere. and I suggest you give it a try if you're using the cuff, and I do highly recommend the cuff. One good point about this cuff is when you have your camera on a monopod or a tripod, before locking it, the quick release plate, take that wrist strap and wrap it around the head and then tighten it up. So you have an automatic cinch to your tripod and monopod using the cuff. And in my case, if I'm using video and I need to offload some data, I have my drive with me at all times. So here's good shooting to you.